Ich will noch Vinkl so sein.
Ja. Okay, Rochel, du gefällt mit
noch ein Satz, ich will sagen so, weil in Israel sei Matzliach.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah. It depends what do you mean by Matzliach, by success. Success to whom? That's the problem.
Das weiß ich euch, aber, oder wir wollen so sein, eine gute Medina, mit einer sicheren Medina, so sein Bitachon, so sein ruhig.
Okay, Umen. Okay. Michael, let's start. Maurice, the other Maurice, will not be here today, so we are going to do it without him. So, okay?
Menschen, wo sie nicht ganuven, in Ligners.
Ich hab geschrieben Wörter, Musiklieder, sehr Sach und gesungen vor die Jeden und euch goyim gleich. Die Welt hat meine Lieder auf die Records oder Print, nur als mein Dank wie das hab ich kein und nicht verdient. Gekommen ist das, weil ich bin sehr busy und schier und das ist, wenn der Malach hat, der hört das gleich von mir. Zu sterben bin ich euch zu busy, tracht ich bei sich. Wenn der Teut kommt an zu gehen, sag ich nicht, schäbet mich. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Zu sterben ist doch gar nicht da so easy. Ich darf gehen zur Hasene, ich darf gehen zur Briss. A bisschen zu der Dancing, darf ich noch gehen zu Fies. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Gehe weg von mir, weil ich werde dizzy. Ich bin ein Mensch mit das, sag mir, ich gebe Schule, sehr teure Mr. Malach Moves. Ich bin busy und jetzt so. Ich bin gelegen, sehr krank, Nächten spät bei Nacht. Ungerechnet, wie viel Geld es hat mich ausgebracht. Plötzlich seh ich, der Malach Moves, steht und sagt zu mir: Du heißt Nelly Kessman, no? Komm, geh jetzt mit mir. Da hab ich gegeben, erklär mit mein klugen Kopf, wie ob zu nahen dem Malach Moves, auf schneller ab. Eingefallen ist mir bald ein guten Plan und mit Meure und Respekt hab ich geentfernt. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Zu sterben ist doch gar nicht da so easy. Ich darf gehen zur Hasene, ich darf gehen zur Briss. A bisschen zu die Dancing, darf ich noch gehen zu Fies. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Geh weg von mir, weil ich werde dizzy. Ich bin ein Mensch mit das, sag mir, ich gebe Schule, sehr teure Mr. Malach Moves. Ich bin busy und jetzt so. Wenn David Kessler wollt gewinnen, gefolgt mein klugen Plan, wollt jetzt gespielt bei uns noch schlimm geschalletan. wenn Jankov Piadler wird sich zugehört zu mir, wird noch eins für uns gespielt im Kenneglier. Ihr seid lucky, ihr seid glücklich, meine liebe Freund. Was ihr seid gekommen, Herren Nelly Kessman heint. Wenn Gott bei der Malachimoves kommt zu gehen zu euch, was wird ihr im Entfernen, sagt mir alle gleich. Mr. Malachimoves, ich bin busy. Zu sterben ist doch gar nicht so easy. Ich darf gehen zu Hassane, ich darf gehen zu Briss, a bisschen zu die Dancing, darf ich noch gehen zu Fies. Mr. Malachimoves, ich bin busy. Geh weg von mir, weil ich werde dizzy. Ich bin ein Mensch mit das auf Meure, ich gebe Schule, sehr für teure Mr. Malachimoves. Ich bin busy und jetzt all. Mr. Malachimoves, ich bin busy und jetzt all.
Okay, wonderful. You are all muted, so when I call on you to read, so please unmute yourself. Okay, Anne, will you start trying? Anne Frank. Will you start reading?
Yes, in the past we have listened to Jane Pepler and Mapamundi sing "Siz der Stiepeschein Eugeschrein der Arbeiten seinen Zeitig." She is musicological who has discovered a trove of Yiddish cabaret and vaudeville songs from the 1920s and 30s. She performs with them and records with them, too. Many were published in booklets printed in Warsaw by Itzik Zelnik before the war. We have heard her sing in Odessa from that collection.
Go on.
The song Mr. Malachimoves, Ich bin busy, Mr. Angel of Death, I'm busy, was written by Nellie Kassman, who was born in Prosherov in 1895 and grew up in Philadelphia. Her father was Kazan, and she began acting at the age of 10. She acted in vaudeville shows as well as serious plays. She wrote songs and co-wrote plays with her husband Samuel Steinberg. She toured in Poland, Russia, France, Germany, and Argentina. She acted on the TV show The Goldbergs. The New York Times featured her obituary in 1984. Like De Grüne Cousine, Wat kan du mach? Es is America, and Ich bin a border Bayman vibe, and other Yiddish American songs that we have heard. This one contains a number of English words. See how many you can spot. Roger Lynn Spears is at the piano.
Okay, thank you, Anne. Okay, Steve, would you start the song for us?
Okay. Ich habe geschrieben, Wörter. Read the whole thing. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's everything. Yes, please.
Musik, Lieder, sehr Sach und gesungen für die Jiden und euch für Goyim gleich. Die Welt hat meine Lieder auf die Records oder Print noch Asa min Dank, wie das hab ich keinmal nicht verdient.
Okay, so now translate.
Okay, I think somebody has their microphone open and there's some kind of interference
Noise,
there.
yeah, there is a noise.
Okay.
Okay,
Anyway.
no, Michael, go back so you can translate it.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah.
You mean go back to see if he can translate it?
Everyone
No,
will
I
help.
can do it. I think I can do it actually.
I think you can.
Yeah, I have written words or lots of words, music, poems, lyrics, a lot. And I've sung for the Jews and for the pleasure of the Goyim. The world has my songs on the records and in print.
Yeah.
There's an English word right there. We're supposed to pick out the English words and records. Only rather, I'm not sure, only Aza mean only rather than thank.
No. But such a thought.
Oh, danke thought. Okay. How I never expected or thought it would happen.
Fardint is to לזכות.
Earn.
To earn. You know my Hebrew by now, but here, Rafael,
to earn.
Rafael, a dank here is a thank you or a thought?
Ich kann nicht hören, du.
We can doch nicht hören. You are squeaking. It's like a Mickey Mouse talking.
Is Rafael the chipmunk? Nog eenmaal.
Yeah.
Alvin.
Rafael, cut that out.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Azamin Dank, such a thought.
A thought.
Yeah, although it really doesn't fit because Fardinen is to earn. I never earned such a thing one could think of. I don't know.
It cannot be also that a thank you? No.
Aza? Aza
Yes, it could be. It could be. It's such a thank you as this I never earned. Yeah, it could also be that.
Yeah, that's what I
How about I never deserved?
Maybe.
Yeah, I never deserved this sort of thing.
Can Aza mean rather than a kind of thanks?
No, such.
No.
Okay.
Such. Aza is such. Okay. Let's move on. Okay.
I think maybe it's also double meaning a little bit because hat keinmal nicht verdient, Azamin Dank. In verdienen kämen euch het Geld. So he made money out of all of that. So it's nice.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't see the guilt.
You don't see the guilt. Well, we see something. Okay.
It's a remez, it's a hint. Hat gekriegt Azamin Dank, was hat verdient.
I think you're thinking about money.
Okay, Rochelle, go on.
Okay. Gekommen ist das, weil ich bin sehr busy on a shir. Und das ist, wenn der Malach hat der Herr das gleich von mir. Zu sterben bin ich euch zu busy, tracht ich bei sich, wenn der Tod kommt an zu gehen, sag ich nicht scheppe mir. Okay, nicht scheppe mir. Gekommen. It came while I was very busy without end. And when the angel of death heard me,
heard this directly from me, that to die is bin ich, I'm too busy to die, because it's not easy to die.
No. Tracht dich bei sich. I'm
I'm thinking to myself, okay,
Yes.
wenn der Tod kommt on to gehen, sag ich nicht, when death is coming to me, don't bother me.
Yeah, don't bother me. Chepper mich nicht. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, that's the end of that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, Anita, please. But unmute yourself. Most of you are muted. Okay, good.
Sorry. Mr. Malek Hamave, ich bin busy. Zu sterben ist doch gar nicht so easy. Ich darf gehen zu Hasene, ich darf gehen zu Priest, ein bisschen zu die Dancing, darf ich noch gehen zu Feast. So, Mr. Malek Des, I'm busy. To die, it's not so easy. I need to go to a chasene, and I need to go to priest, and a little bit to the a little bit to dancing. I need to go by feet, walking.
On foot, yeah, good, thank you. Thank you, Anita. Okay, Leah?
Okay. Mr. Malach Hamavet, ich bin busy. Geh weg von mir, weil ich werde dizzy. Ich bin ein Mensch mit der Sach Meure. Ich gebe a Schule a Sefer Teure. Mr. Malach Hamavet, ich bin busy und das all. That's it?
Okay, can you translate, Leah?
I'll try.
I'm sure you
Mr.
can.
Angel of Death, I'm busy. Go away from me while I'm very dizzy. I am a man with a lot of fears. I give to the synagogue a Torah book, a book of Torah. Mr. Malach Hamavet, Mr. Angel of Death, I'm busy und das all, and that's it.
And that's it?
Und das all, that's it.
Yeah, thanks.
And
that's
it.
all. Yeah.
And that the English, that's all.
Yeah,
That's all.
we have lots of English here. Busy, dizzy, that's all, and so on. Yeah.
Moira here is more like I'm someone who has awe, or who honors God, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I think it means I'm afraid of fears.
It means I'm afraid.
A lot of fears.
Because it, like what she's saying is, I'm a good Jew. I have Yirat Shamayim, I have fear of God, and I even donated a Sefer Torah, so leave me alone.
Yeah,
okay. Good.
Possible. Okay, let's continue. Narunsky, where are you? Can you read?
Okay. Ich bin gelegen. Ich bin gelegen, sehr krank. Nächten. Spät bei Nacht.
Good.
Ich gerechnet viel Geld, es hat mich ausgebracht. Platzim sie echt dem Malchamowitz. Ihr steht und sagt zu mir, du heißt Nelly Kosman. Nein? Komm Sie jetzt mit mir.
Yeah, okay. So.
Let's see. I was late. I was I was laying down very sick yesterday.
Late at night.
Late at night. Yeah. And nothing.
No, ungerechnet, and I was counting.
Oh, ungerechnet. A lot of money.
How much money? You see, that's for you, Rachale. Here is the money.
How much money that my ausgebracht. Dem letzten Wort weiß ich nicht.
What is exactly ausgebracht?
Ausgebracht. Ausgebracht.
Is it that you brought
cost or spent?
Sorry, again?
Okay.
Cost or spent?
Okay. Let's see, Platzim. Plutzim. What's meant Plutzim?
Suddenly.
Oh. Suddenly I encountered the angel of death, and he is standing and says to me, "Are you Nelly Kosman? You're Nelly Kosman, right?
Yeah.
Come with me now."
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Michael, let's move.
I just did.
Is
it stuck?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Marna. Before you, I see that Morty wanted to ask a question or to say something.
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to say in this, I would translate gerechnet not as counting, which I would say is gezählt, but gerechnet figured out.
To figure out. Good. Thanks.
To think.
Yeah. Okay, Marna, go on.
Da habe ich gegeben erklär mit meinem klugen Kopf, wie abzunahren dem Malachamavus auf schnell herab. Eingefallen ist mir bald ein guten Plan und mit Meure und Respekt habe ich geantwortet dann. Okay, so I don't know what a Claire is. What's a Claire?
Thought?
There is a thought or a
idea.
Okay.
An idea, yeah.
Okay, so I got a good idea with my clever head how to uptunarn
to cheat.
To cheat. Oh, how to cheat the Malchamafis quickly. I don't know what our up is doing there. Is that part of the verb? Anyway, a good plan soon fell upon me, and with awe and respect, I answered, "Dan."
Then, I respected them. I answered them.
What is done?
What's them?
No.
What is done?
Then.
Then?
Oh, okay.
I think it's then. Am I right or not?
I think so too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's continue. Okay, Judy. Judy, please.
All right, Mr. Malakabovich, ich bin busy. Zu starben ist doch gar nicht so easy. Ich darf gehen zu a Chasana, ich darf gehen zu a Bris, a bissel zu die Tanzen, darf ich nur gehen zum Fist. This is the same verse. You want me to translate it as well again?
Yes, translate it again. Yeah, just for the continuity.
Okay, Mr. Angel of Death, somebody's making noise, I can't, in the background.
It's very noisy.
I'm busy to die or
Isn't.
I'm sorry?
It is not.
It's not easy.
Oh, it's not. I thought okay. Oh, it's not easy. And you're making me dizzy?
Yes.
No. Okay.
No,
later. No.
No, it's not easy. Okay.
It's not easy.
Okay. I need to go to a wedding. I need to go to a bris. A little. Right, a little dancing, and I need to move my feet.
No, I need to do it on foot.
Oh, I need to do it on foot. Okay, okay. Talking about the dancing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. You want to continue because it's the same, Judith?
You want me to continue?
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you can, because we already read it, so it will be easier. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Melech-Habovich, ich bin busy. Gehe weg von mir, weil ich bin dizzy. Ich bin a Mensch mit a Sach Moire. Ich gib a Schul a Sefer Teure. Mr. Melech-Habovich, ich bin busy, and that's all. All right.
Yeah.
Angel of Death, I am busy. Please go away because I'm dizzy. I'm a person with a lot of, I don't remember how we translated Moira.
Fear.
Fear. Okay. At Shul, I gave a Sefer Torah, Mr. Angel of Death. I'm busy, and that's all.
Okay, good. Thanks. Thanks. Okay. Barbara, please read it, and if you can, tell us who are the people involved, okay? Guys, if you're talking or anything, just mute yourself, please.
Yeah. Wenn David Kessler wollte gefolgt mein klugen Plan. Now, David Kessler was a famous Yiddish actor. He was a leading man in Yiddish theater. Okay.
What is plan?
Pardon me?
What is plan?
Plan.
Plan is plan.
When he learned of my clever plan. When David Kessler learned Learned my clever play. Wollt jetzt gespielt bei uns noch Schleunige Charlotten? Now that's obviously a name of a play. So
Yes.
he then I guess undertook for us this this particular play. Then Yaakov Pei Adler, I mean, that's, you know, one of the great impresario Yiddish actors, Adler, wollt sich zugehört zu mir, wollt noch heint für uns gespielt dem König Lear. And then when Adler learned, you know, about me and what I was doing, he planned for us to do the Yiddish King Lear. That's my understanding.
Okay, Yaakov Adler was very famous for his role as King Lear. So he became the lord of, you know, Yiddish theater.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go on. Henrietta?
And lucky, and glücklich, meine liebe Freund, was sind gekommen, Herren, Nelly Kassmann heint. Wenn Gott Bahit das Malach Heimen kommt zu euch. Was wird ihm getroffen? Doch mir alle gleich. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Ihr seid lucky.
You're lucky.
And ihr seid glücklich.
You're happy.
Yes.
My dear friends.
Yes. Was ihr seid gekommen, Nelly Kassmann.
That you came to hear Nelly today.
Yes. When Gott Bahit.
And with God should be.
God forbid.
Yes.
Yeah. Der Malach HaMavet.
God should bless. No, Bahit is to
Act.
God forbid.
Yeah.
God forbid. If God forbid, when God forbid.
The king, Amos, is coming to you, right to you.
Yeah.
Malach HaMavet is not.
Angel of death. So what will you tell him?
What will you answer him?
What will you ask him?
Sagt mir
tell me
alles
right.
gleich.
Tell it to me straight.
Exactly. Good.
Give me the right answer.
Yeah.
All around.
Okay. Good. Marsha? Marsha? Okay, she's on, but I don't see her there. So, okay. Alvin, please. Just unmute yourself, Alvin. Okay, good.
Yeah, I have a problem with the screen. Hold on a second. Don't go away.
No, we see you.
Yeah, I know, but I don't see the text. Just a moment.
Okay.
Call on me next. I have to work on the screen. Call on me next. I have to work on the screen.
Okay. So I'll call someone else. Okay. Zuli?
Mr. Melech HaMoim, ich bin busy. Zu sterben ist doch noch gar nicht also easy. Ich darf gehen zur Chassene, ich darf gehen zur Bries. Ein bisschen zu die Dancing, darf ich nur gehen zu Fies. Mr. Angel of Death, I'm too busy. To die is not as easy. Ich darf gehen zu Chassene, ich darf gehen, I have to go to a wedding, I have to go to a bridge. And if I need to go dancing on my feet, on my feet.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
It's the refrain, so. Michael, please. Okay, so.
Mr. You want
yeah,
me
go
to
on.
keep?
Yes, go on.
Mr. Melech HaMoivin, ich bin busy. Geh weg von mir, weil ich bin dizzy. Ich bin ein Mensch mit der Sachmeude. Ich gebe Schul, es sei verteure. Mr. Melech HaMoivin, ich bin busy und that's all. And that's all. Mr. Melech HaMoivin, ich bin busy und that's all. Mr. Melech HaMoivin, I'm busy. Ich gehe go away from me because I'm dizzy. I am a person with lots of fears, and I give them sure a safer toilet. Mr. Melech HaMoivin, ich bin so busy, and that's it. That's all. Mr. Melech HaMoivin, being so busy, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
This was delightful.
Yeah, Michael, can we listen to it once again and pay attention at the beginning? There is a combination of some musical things, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rochale, yeah.
Yeah, what year was the song written? Can you remind me?
I don't know, maybe Maurice didn't come today.
Because I thought, I was curious about David Kessler.
Yeah.
And according to Wikipedia, he became ill while on stage at the Lyric Theater in Brooklyn. So I don't know if there is any connection or not, but I thought it's interesting. He died in May 14, 1920.
I really don't know, and I don't see that it was written in the introduction.
No, I was just thinking what inspired such a song with real people's names in it.
It's probably, I think
Huh?
it was probably in some of the Yiddish musicals of the times. That's what I think, but I'm not sure. Yes,
Okay,
Barbara,
but if
maybe.
somebody gets very ill on stage, it is quite a drama by itself, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up again, but I know we had this song and we had this at the beginning of the COVID pandemic when we first went on Zoom. And if I'm not mistaken, it followed, the Spanish flu. It was not during that time. It actually was later in the 20s, but I will check that out. I think it was before the 30s that she wrote this song.
Okay,
And,
if you have an answer, please send it to the class.
Yeah, I'll send it. Yeah, I'll send whatever I could. I've got some more information about her. And I don't know if this is the time to do it, but she wrote a very famous song, Yoso Yoso, which was then translated to Joseph, and was very popular with a recording by the Andrews sisters. So that's what I just wanted to add.
Okay, thank you, Barbara. And if you unearth something, send it to everyone.
Yeah, I'll try to find out. Thank you so much.
Steve, yeah.
Yeah, Rachel brings up an interesting point, I think. I don't know for a fact about this, but David Kessler, she wrote in the 20s and 30s, according to the note, the biographical note. If he died in the 20s, I mean, I don't know if all the people that are mentioned were people who died.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that would be an interesting thing to look at. That's all. Done.
Okay.
Thank you.
You don't think the names are made up?
No, those are real names.
They're definitely not made up.
Oh,
We
my
know
goodness.
them. We know them in the books. They appear. Those are real names.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's listen to it once again before we move to our spooky story. Okay.
Ich hab geschrieben Wörter, Musiklieder, sehr Sach, ungesungen vor die Jeden und euch goyim gleich. Die Welt hat meine Lieder auf die Records oder Print, nur als mein Dank wie das hab ich keinem nicht verdient. Gekommen ist das, weil ich bin sehr busy und schier, und das ist, wenn der Malach hat, der hält das gleich von mir. Zu sterben bin ich euch zu busy, tracht ich bei sich. Wenn der Tod kommt anzugehen, sag ich nicht, schabet mich. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Zu sterben ist doch gar nicht so easy. Ich darf gehen zur Hasene, ich darf gehen zur Briss, ein bisschen zu die Dancing, darf ich noch gehen zu Fies. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Gehe weg von mir, weil ich werde dizzy. Ich bin ein Mensch mit das, sag mal, ich gebe Schule, sehr teure Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy und jetzt so. Ich bin gelegen, sehr krank, Nächten spät bei Nacht, ungerechnet, wie viel Geld es hat mich ausgebracht. Plötzlich seht der Malach Moves, steht und sagt zu mir, du heißt Nelly Kessman, no, komm je jetzt mit mir. Da hab ich gegeben erklär mit mein klugen Kopf, wie ob zu narren der Malach Moves, auf schneller ab. Eingefallen ist mir bald ein guten Plan, und mit Meure und Respekt hab ich geantwortet dann. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Zu sterben ist doch gar nicht so easy. Ich darf gehen zur Hasene, ich darf gehen zur Briss, ein bisschen zu die Dancing, darf ich noch gehen zu Fies. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Gehe weg von mir, weil ich werde dizzy. Ich bin ein Mensch mit das, sag mal, ich gebe Schule, sehr teure Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy und jetzt so. Wenn David Kessler wollt gewinnen, gefolgt mein klugen Plan, wollt jetzt gespielt von uns noch schlimm gescharlatan. Wenn Yankov Piadler wollt sich zugehört zu mir, wollt noch einfach uns gespielt, dann kenn ich leer. Ihr seid lucky, ihr seid glücklich, meine liebe Freund. Was ihr seid gekommen, Herren Nelly Kessman heint, wenn Gott bei der Malach Moves kommt zu gehen zu euch. Was wird ihr im Entfernen, sagt mir alle gleich. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Zu sterben ist doch gar nicht so easy. Ich darf gehen zur Hasene, ich darf gehen zur Briss, ein bisschen zu die Dancing, darf ich noch gehen zu Fies. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy. Gehe weg von mir, weil ich werde dizzy. Ich bin ein Mensch mit das, sag mal, ich gebe Schule, sehr teure Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy und jetzt all. Mr. Malach Moves, ich bin busy
I see that you want to say something.
Yeah, I think both of the characters, the actor and the publicist, they sind gestorben. Sucht, if they were smart, they would still be alive, but they didn't listen to my advice. Don't you think they were both dead at that time she wrote the song?
Yeah, probably. Steve just wrote in the chat that David Adler died in 1926. So yeah.
Ah,
so if that's true, so it's afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Barbara.
No, I was just going to say because Helen had also put on, and there's the word "volt." If they would have, listened to me in the song, if they would have listened to me. So thank you all. I appreciate all this.
Well, it's a delightful song. Yeah, Marna.
Yeah, I want to go back one more time to Moira because I don't think I was clear, and when I heard it again, I'm that much surer that there is the word Moira is not it's not a word from secular Yiddish. It's a word from Lashon Kodesh, and when you say someone has a lot of Moira, someone is the Yiras Shamayim. They're basically they're a good practicing Jew, and that phrase I think goes with I'm such a good Jew. I'm such a Jew filled with awe for God. I even donated a Sefer Torah to the shul. She's like trotting out her Jewish credentials that she doesn't deserve to die.
Okay. Maurice?
Ja, ich denke, dass man hat gesagt, wenn ich bin ein Kind, dass man hat gesagt Malchamowitz, nicht Malchamowit.
It depends. Malach HaMavet is Hebrew. Malach HaMoves is Yiddish. So. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to our story that can be read only at this time of the year because it fits just now. So, Michael, you can do it, or I should do it?
I'll let you do it.
I think I can do it by now.
Can I add something quickly?
Yes.
I was just thinking about buying a Sefer Torah, like doing all the tricks to stay alive is typical to the Jewish tradition. There are many names for children, for example, like Alter. So Malach HaMavet won't recognize him and let him leave, like mislead the Malach HaMavet is the theme that repeats itself. That's all I was going to say.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Steve, and we will start reading.
Yeah, this actually happened in my family. My grandfather was named Shmuel, my name, Shmuel Heisler, and he was very ill when he was a young man, and they changed his name to Yisruel Shmuel, so that they would confuse Mr. Melech HaMoivis.
They did the same thing. They did the same thing when my mother was very ill as a child, and they gave her a different name too, and it worked also.
Good. Together with modern medicine, maybe, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Andrew, are you still with us? Can you read the English?
I'm sorry, did you call on me?
No, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
Okay. Andrew, you're muted.
Boris Sandler was born on January 6, 1950 in Belz, Bessarabia. He is a Yiddish language author, journalist, playwright, lyricist, and former editor of The Forward. Raised in a Yiddish-speaking milieu, he learned the native Jewish folk tradition from his parents and the neighbors. Sandler began studying music at the age of 5, eventually enrolling in a I'm stuck here. A music conservatory. He worked as a professional violinist for a decade, including 7 years playing with the Moldovan State Orchestra. He took a 2-year hiatus from his musical career to study literature as part of a group of Yiddish and other minority languages, who attended the Gorky Literature Institute in Moscow for graduate studies. In 1981, he made his literary debut in the USSR's state-sponsored Yiddish literary journal, Soviet Heimland, where he would later serve on the journal's editorial board. His first collection of short fiction, Stairway to a Miracle, was published in 1986.
It's Sovietisch Heimland, yeah. Okay.
In 1989, Sandler became the host and lead producer of the first regularly appearing Yiddish language television show On the Jewish Street, which aired for several years in Moldovan television. During this period, Sandler created 2 Yiddish language documentary films, Where is My Home and Don't Give Up Yiddish, about Moldovan Jewish life.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Marev, can you continue?
Sure. Sandler moved to Israel in 1992, where he soon became active in the local community of Yiddish writers and journalists, contributing articles to the Yiddish press. In addition to his work as the executive director of Levick House Publishing, Sandler published a children's magazine, Kind und Kite. During this period, 3 of Sandler's books appeared in Israel: the novella Case Number 5390, 1992, and the short story collections The Old Well, 1994, and Gates, 1997. In 1998, Sandler moved to New York to begin working at the Yiddish edition of The Forward, where he soon became editor. Besides his work as a writer and editor, Sandler also produced a series of documentary films about the lives of Yiddish writers. Sandler retired from the Yiddish Forward in 2016 after 18 years as editor-in-chief. We all know him very well, right?
Yeah, he's writing contemporary Yiddish stories and books. So let's start. Do I need to move anything?
No,
Okay, now.
It looks great.
Okay. Morty, start please.
Okay. In mein Heimstadt Belz habe ich einmal gehört am Meise, der erzählt von mein Boben Elke Basjankev. In my hometown of Belz, I once heard a story told to me by my grandmother, Elka, the daughter of Jacob. Eigentlich hat sie die Manse erzählt mein Mammen. Sie sind beide gesessen in einer Winternacht bei der Grube in reingeworfen, jedes Mal a Jemenie, Trekene, Janeshnik. Scholets in Fireheim. In fact, this story was told to my mother when they were sitting down in the winter evening by the fire and were throwing all the time. I don't know what Gemenie is.
Gemenie is like a fistful.
A handful.
Handful.
Oh, a fistful. Okay, a fistful or a bit of peels into the fire.
What?
Huh?
Oh,
of
they
peels,
were throwing into the fire a handful of like peels of, you're knocking
sunflower.
Like sunflower, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
That was very common in Russia until now. You are doing it.
In jenem Jahr is gewesen mamisch an Auschappenisch auf Keulen in Hals, hat jeder geheizt mit dem, wo sie sich ihm eingegeben zu kriegen. At that time, there is, in fact, gewesen, it was very difficult to find wood for fire.
Coal and wood.
Coil is coal, you're right. And wood for fire. So everybody warmed himself up with whatever he could buy or he could get.
He could get. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Susan, go on, please. Susan?
Die Stolochs hat gier ausgebrennt. The peelings soon burned up. Wie nur die Feierzungen haben es gehabt, as soon as the tongue of the flames grabbed them. In ein second, hat man gedarft offen unterworfen, hat man gedarft oft unterworfen a neue Portion. So that you had to often throw in another portion of these peels. Die Bobbe verhabt mit ihr eigene Erzählung. Grandma, busy with her own storytelling, pflegt plötzlich bleiben sitzen über den Sack mit Scholot. And Grandma, busy with her own story, often would suddenly find herself sitting with a sack full of peelings. Dus Punem vergossen mit der Feierfarbe. Her face covered with the color of fire. Wie verstellt mit der verkrimpter Maske, as though she was covered with a crippled, but that's not the way, with
Verkrimpte is
mask.
like when your face gets
But like this.
Yeah, the show and tell.
A pinched punim.
Grimacing.
Crooked.
Sorry, again.
Crooked. Be a crooked mask. Crooked.
Or grimacing here. Or grimace.
Yeah, grimacing.
Hat sich mir in die Reges gedacht. To me, it seemed at that time as a viele Call is geworden häseriger, that even her voice became more hoarse und verborgener. And hard to hear, verborgener.
I think it means deeper or mysterious, possibly.
I don't know. We have to look it up.
Maybe something like hidden.
Yes, I see that Rafael is nodding with his head. So hidden?
No.
Yes, it's hard to hear, like covered up.
Verborgen, borrowed, or like not there anymore. Like she was struggling.
No, hidden, maybe. Yeah, hidden is a good one.
Yeah, her face was masked, well, as if it were masked, and that kind of hid her voice somewhat.
Yeah, I just wanted to add here, this is in the tradition, that you sit around the fire and you tell horror stories.
Yeah.
When you go to camp or anything, you sit around the fire and you tell horror stories. So this one is in that tradition. So Rafael, continue, please.
Und Ot is die Meise allein, and here is the story itself.
Okay, Susan, thank you. Now let's Rafael continue.
Es haben sich einmal gelebt, sehr gut, zwei Gewehre. Once upon a time, there were two very good friends who were living. Pflegen sie ständig lernen in einem. They used to always study together. Hat sich gemacht, als ein Chaver ist gestorben Jüngerheit. It turned out that one of these friends died, young. Is übergeblieben der Zweite. The other one remained. Die Zeit ist gekommen, der Chassen. When the time came, he became a bridegroom. Fahr der Chassene, wie es wird sich bei Juden, in dem Tag von Stellen der Gruppe, los man nicht dem Chassen bei Nacht allein. Before the wedding, as is the Jewish custom, in the day when they're going to put up the chuppah, they don't let the chassan sleep at night.
No,
I'm sorry. They don't let him. They don't let him alone. They do not let him alone.
Can you tell us why? I sent you a note, but can you tell us why he's not left alone?
No idea. I've heard of it, but I don't know why.
Okay. So I
It
sent
was the custom, I guess, in Bessarabia, where
No, it's not only in Bessarabia. It's a Jewish tradition. It's an overall Jewish tradition that the groom is not left alone because, you know, a wedding is a very auspicious event. And in such events, the shadim and the spirits, they like to intervene and make all kinds of bad things. And if someone is with the groom, they will not dare do all those whatever shadim and mazikim are doing. So that's the tradition. But it's not only in Bessarabia; it's everywhere because I heard it in other places as well.
Okay, Mike, it's in the chat has put the pointer to a Chabad article.
Actually, that's where I got the note that I sent you that I got from the Chabad article. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now we just call it anxiety.
Or cold feet.
It used to be superstition, now it's anxiety.
Yeah. Okay, Steve and then Morty, and then we will continue reading.
Yeah, in the Dybbuk, der Chala hab gegeben the Dybbuk, wenn sie is in the base, was is the, I'm saying in English. Besoilem. Naar de Chassene. Eder de Chassene. Das ist derselbe Zeit von der Meise.
That's true. In that play, the Meshullah says you shouldn't leave the bride alone before the wedding.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Either the groom.
Morty?
I just wanted to mention that this reminded me also of the tradition or the custom or whatever it is of sitting with a body of a person who has died, day and night, especially at night, until the burial. Now there are two explanations for that. One is also to protect the soul from the shadim when the soul is leaving the body, and the real reason is because that was a way to keep animals from getting to the corpse.
Okay, thank you. But Jews are as superstitious about shadim and riches and everything, so that's a story concerning this. So, okay, go on, Rafael.
Is Grod in der Nacht gewesen a Sreifa. Just in that particular night, there was a fire. And alle seinen gelaufen löschen das Fire. Everyone ran to put out the fire. Hat der Chassen sich euch geguckt zu time. And the group also rushed out to look at it. Erst der Nacht hat man verstanden, als die Sreifa ist gewesen, nicht kein zufällige Sache. Later, they understood that this wasn't an accidental thing. Also, wie der Chassen is a Reus und Reusen, is zu ihm zugegangen der gestorbene Chaver und geht ihm still afreg. As soon as the Chassen went out into the outdoors, there came up to him his dead friend and quietly asked him, Was machst du, Weppes?
Good.
How are you doing?
Okay. Thank you. That was good. Thank you, Refor.
Raphael hat Neshuma from Yaakov Adler.
Ja, ist meiner so.
So got up here.
Okay, Michael, can you read? You're not working?
Ja.
Okay.
Beim Anheben hat der Hassan sich erschrocken. Nur danach hat verloren dem Pachet.
Ja.
Okay. Und hat erzählt sein alter Chaver, als hat Heint Hassene. Ruft sich an zu ihm der Chaver. So from the beginning, the groom, what is der Schrocken?
No.
Right.
Surprise.
Got scared.
Okay, so the groom was scared from the beginning, and only afterwards. So I don't know what pachet is.
Fear.
Oh, okay. So only afterwards was his fear allayed.
Verloren is to lose.
Did he lose his fear? And he told his old friend that he was getting married today. His friend called him. Komm mit mir auf a Minute, will ich dir weisen, wo ich woil. So come with me for a minute, and I'll show you. What is it? I forget. Voiln.
Voin. Where I live.
Okay, I was okay.
Just
So
a
I'll show
minute.
you where I live.
Yeah, Refoil wants to add something. Yes, so Refoil.
Yeah, anrufen just, it doesn't mean to call out, it just means to say. Typically, it's part of a conversation.
Okay, great.
Okay, go on, Michael.
Hat ihm der Chassan geantwortet, the bride, or I mean the groom answered him, wie kann ich weggehen, als ich darf in gehen vorn zu der Chuppe? So why can I, how can I go away? How can I go away when I need to be going to the chuppah? Der Chaver hat sich aber von ihm nicht aufgechappet, gebeten weiter. So the groom, however, did not. What is aufgechappet?
It didn't leave him alone.
Okay, so he didn't. However, he didn't leave him alone.
He pestered him.
He kept bothering him further.
Yeah.
Or asking him further. Von deswegen auf a Minute kennst du gehen nicht mehr.
Just a moment, guys. I don't know who is making the noise, but please mute yourself.
I think I found the culprit.
Okay.
Von deswegen auf a Minute kennst du gehen.
No, we can hear it.
So you can't from so you can't just step away for just 1 minute.
Yeah, not
like
more. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Yes, Morty.
Just a minute. What is deswegen?
Therefore.
Okay.
No, von deswegen means nonetheless.
Nonetheless, it's not therefore? Okay.
With a von deswegen, nonetheless.
Okay. Okay, Morty,
Thank you.
In עברית is בכל זאת?
בכל זאת, כן.
איך שלא יהיה.
איך שלא יהיה, yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Now we move the language, yeah. Morty.
I was just going to say that I find this interesting that he uses the word ich misfuhren, which means basically drive or be taken. In a shtetl, to go to the chippah, he would have said, ich misgein to the chippah.
Maybe a carriage with horses, God knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Anyway, I just found interesting
yeah.
the use of that word. That was it.
Oder meviertach achusen und a kale zum chippe.
Ja, meviertach is ja.
Mefiert, aber ich fuhr nicht.
Ich fuhr nicht, mefiert. But maybe it was, you know, horse with carriage. Who knows?
Could be.
Yeah.
It's not important. I just.
Yeah. Okay. Brenda?
Ja, wo zijn wir?
Hier. Der Chusen hat sich noch gegeben.
Okay. Der Gruppe.
Der Chusen.
Ich sehe, der Chusen. Ja, der Chusen hat sich noch gegeben und sich gelost gehen mit dem Chaver. So the bridegroom, he went with his dead friend, with Chaver. Jene hat ihm gebracht zu führen in sehr reich, schön Haus außer der Stadt. So he brought him to a very rich, pretty house in a Stadt, in the area.
Outside.
Oise, okay.
Yeah.
Auf den Tisch ist gelegen a Gemorre und der Chave ruft sich an zum Chasen. So on the table was the Talmud, and the Chaver, the friend who is no longer with us, asked him, so he called the Chasen over to him.
Okay, just a moment, I see two ends. Morty?
First, we didn't translate noch gegeben means gave in. He gave in to the friend.
Okay.
Dank.
Yeah,
okay.
And the Haver already Refuel mentioned this, I think. Ruf Zechun mentioned to the friend, not that he called him, but he said to the friend. And in this instance, auf dem Tisch ist gelegen a Gemurre, obviously not the Talmud, because the Talmud is about 70 volumes. It refers to probably one volume of the Gemara, the Talmud.
Okay,
That's
thank
it.
you. Thank you. Rafael, I saw that you raised your hands as well. You want to add anything?
No, Morty said what I was going to say.
Morty said it. Okay, good. So Brenda, go on.
Lass mir sehen, wer von uns beide gedenkt besser das Lernen. So let us see who is better to doing the learning.
Who of us remembers?
Who remembers?
Who
Who of us remembers better?
Who remembers better the learning? Haben sie zwei Chaverim sich weggesetzt beim Tisch lernen. Und so haben sie gelernt. Kein Jahr.
It's Kufnun, 150.
Okay, 150. So the two of them, friends, sat down by the table to learn, and should I translate that? Read?
To study.
Study, learn and study. And that way, they studied for 150 years.
Okay. Thank you, Brenda. Naomi?
Nicht a kurze Zeit.
Nicht a kurze Zeit.
Danke.
Okay, Naomi?
Nach die 51 Jahre ist der Chosen herausgegangen von dem schönen Haus und sich gelost gehen zurück zum Bechuten. Wir soll stellen die Gruppe, weil ihm hat sich ausgewiesen, als das alles, was ist mit ihm geschehen, hat gedauert etliche Minuten. After the 150 years, the bridegroom went out from or exited the beautiful house, and sich gelost gehen and was permitted to, right?
No, gelost gehen, and he started doing or did something.
To return to the bechuten, the in-laws, yeah?
Yes.
Mizol stellen die chuppah, the chuppah should be up.
To set up the
To set up. Weil ihm hat sich ausgewiesen, because he appeared.
No, to
him.
It appeared to him.
It appeared to him as das alles, was ist mit ihm geschehen, that everything which happened to him hat gedauert etliche Minuten, happened a few minutes, yeah?
Yes.
Ist zugegangen zu der Stube von seinen Bechuten. Geht da guck. He went over to the house, to his in-laws' house. Geht da guck. He takes a look. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Showing Gore an Understube. It's completely another house. In ganzen Übergebäude, completely built, newly built or built over.
Yes, built over.
Die Menschen auf die Gassen, sie haben ihm der Zen angetan in Malbuschen von mit 150 Jahren zurück, haben von ihm gelacht. Okay. The people on the streets, when they recognized him, dressed in
when they saw him.
When they saw him. Okay. I don't know what the der means. Der Zen.
That when they saw him.
When they saw him, okay. Yes. Angetan in Malbushim, dressed in clothes or clothing from 150 years ago, laughed at him.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Morty. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a doubt here. Maybe Raful can help me clear this out. He talks about the Machitten. Now, Machitten are in-laws.
Yes.
But what he's really doing, he's going to his father-in-law, and that is his shver, nicht the Machitten. Because Machettunim is between two in-laws. Shver is the father-in-law. At least that's the way I understand it. What do you think, Refoil? Or Mina?
Yeah, the same thing. I think it's the same thing.
I thought it's the same thing.
I think Martin is right.
Refoil, yeah.
I would say that yes, Mechutin usually means what you say, but here I think it does occasionally have a more general meaning. And here it means person related by marriage, the father of the bride. It is an unusual usage.
Yeah, but still, I think it's legitimate. I don't know. In my family, we used to, it was interchangeable. So I don't know.
Raphael, is there a difference between Mechutin and Machattunim?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the Machattunim is the plural, but actually my own dictionary says that Mechutin can be used to mean the father-in-law of a groom until the marriage.
Yes.
Okay, so that's exactly for.
Okay.
Rochale.
I want to share with you my personal.
Okay, no, sharing later. Let's finish the story.
No, it has to do with the story.
So read the story and we will share later, okay? Because we have 5 minutes from the end of and I want to finish so read it. Go on.
Oh, okay. Der Chosum ist fort reingegangen in Stub und hat ungeheuben Fragen auf seinen Mechiten und Kalle. Alle gucken ihm an, wer Meschugenen. No, the alte
Okay. No. Translate this so we can move.
The groom went directly to the house and he started asking regarding his in-law, I would say, and bride. Everyone looks at him as if he's crazy. Nur die Altitschke, was ist gesessen in a Vinkl, an alte Bobbe, wenn sie der Herr den Namen von dem Mechuten und der Kalle, und sie sich der Mond in der Meise, was noch ihr Bobbe hat erzählt wegen der Hussen, welcher ist verfallen geworden bei Nacht auf Kufnun Jung. The one who sat in the corner, an old grandma, I would say, when she heard the names of the in-law and the bride, she remembered a story. She remembered the story where already her grandmother was telling regarding a groom that got lost or disappeared at night of 150 years.
Okay, thank you, Rochale. I will let someone else read, and then you can add. David Katz, David.
Mein Bobbe fleckt alle ihre Meises, damit verendigen mit der Musar Sako. My grandmother used to end all her stories with moral. Weil sie hat gewusst, als ich because she knew that I was listening. Euch den Oisvier unter Meisa wegen Hosen hat sie abgeschickt zu mir. Also the Oisvier, the conclusion from the story about the groom, she abgeschickt, she sent to me. Ich bin dort gesessen hinter Zebeda, der Mamen und der Boben, mit ungespitzten Euren. And I sat there behind both of them, my mother and grandmother, with my ears alert and everything. A minig tormen nicht brechen, a custom one should not break, hat die Baba ruhig gesagt. Men dar folgen, was ältere Menschen sagen. Man needs to follow what the older people say.
Okay.
Shonachi,
That was,
that's just a glossar, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So we finished the story. I wanted to finish it today.
That's great.
And not flip two sentences to next week. So yeah, Rochale.
What do the last two words mean?
Oh no, that's the glossary. That's it means, it tells us what the Shonshnik is keralech. Okay.
It's interesting.
What is that? Keralech? What is
keralech? Garinim.
Like sunflower.
Keralech, a seed or a pits. Chamaniot.
Yes. Okay, now Rochale, yeah.
Okay, ich habe gewollt erzählen, als ich bin ein Kind von Plating, von der Churben. Bis noch, es hat mir gedacht, dass ich Jungen zu verstanden, als du, shall I speak in English or in Yiddish? I don't know.
Whatever you want.
So ich habe nicht gewusst, ich habe keinmal nicht gehört, nicht bei mir ist Tibo, Mischpucher, der Chaveren, wo so ein Gerät Yiddish, der Wort schwer und Schwägerin. Weil keiner hat nicht gehabt, das schwer und das Schwägerin. Alle, wo sind in der Reus von Churben, sind in gewähnliche Säumen, wo sie am Chassene gehabt und seine Eltern. In der komische Sache bei mir ist gewesen, als noch der Chassene, ich habe gemeint, ich habe gehört, meine Eltern riefen, die Tate von meinem Mann, Mechitten, aber ich euch geriefen von Mechitten, und hat gepflegt lachen. Aber kein und nicht sagen mir, hat geschafft Hanue von dem, was ich kenne. Hat gepflegt sagen, ich bin nicht dein Mechitten. Ich sage, was heißt, du bist doch der Tate von meinem Mann. Sagt er mir, ja, oder ich bin nicht dein Mechitten. Ich habe gedacht, sie kommen zu Amerika, und sie gehen zu Jiddisch zu lernen, was hat sich zerlacht also. Weil Tage, ist gewesen, mein schwer, und ich habe nicht gewiss, das ist ein Wort, das ich habe keinem nicht gehört, vor dem, als die Eltern sind gewesen, Jeschäumen, also wie es auch andere alle.
Thank you, Rochale. Anyone wants to comment on the story, on the song, on Halloween, on Day of the Dead, anything?
It was just great.
Spooky story. Once a year we can do a spooky story.
We got time travel in the story.
Yeah.
Ich will sagen noch eine Sache, also viele in der schrecklichen Meise, man sitzt und man lernt die Gemur.